This is a class that's great as a refresher for those of us that have had our oils for a while. This is also great for somebody that just recently got their kit, or if you're somebody on the line that does not have oils yet, hopefully this will help you realize why you need them. So feel free to ask any questions. If you're not familiar with Zoom, there's a chat feature. I do keep everybody muted during the teaching part just because it's easy to eliminate background noise that way. And then at the end, we can all unmute. You guys can ask questions freely. So you can either wait to ask your questions till the end, or you can type them through the chat and we will answer as we go. And also, if you have a testimony or if you have something that you want to share regarding one of the oils that I talk about, please just pop up in the chat and you can unmute yourself, because I love having other people share their stories, not just my own. Because let's face it, if you hear my stories enough, you begin to know them and it gets boring. So we don't want that. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'm not a doctor. I do not pretend to be a doctor, and I don't want to be a doctor. So I am not here to diagnose or treat or cure any of your illnesses. I am simply here giving my story, and others on the chat are giving their story. And this is strictly for informational purposes only. So oils is an experience, and everybody's experience is different. And you'll find that with oils, sometimes it's a lot of trial and error. We can recommend something that we know has worked for us personally, and you just have to give it a try to see if it works for you the same way. But sometimes you have to change it up a little bit. So we'll talk a bit about that too. So let's talk a little bit about healthcare versus sick care. So the more and more that things become convenient and easily packaged and cheap and all these different things that are out on the market, we get sicker and sicker as a country. And there's something to say about that. And people, their immune systems are weak. People have autoimmune diseases, multiple autoimmune diseases, and it didn't used to be that way. And you have to stop and ask yourself, what is the reason for that change in society? And for me, I've realized that it has to do a lot with environmental factors and also things that were within my control, because sometimes environmental factors are outside of our control. But things like household cleaners, personal care products, candles, perfumes, those types of things, that was within my control. And Young Living really helped me make that shift in our household to have better health. And we used to be a family that was sick all the time, that was unhealthy, that hurt, that ached, and we don't have that anymore. And a lot of people struggle with where to make that change. They know they need to make a change, but they don't know how. And that's the beauty of Young Living, is they do it all for you. And the starter kit is the perfect package to get you started on that journey. Now, if you've never looked at the labels of the products in your home, not just the cleaners, but personal care products, even the back of the candles that you might have burned from Bath and Body Works, look at the back of those ingredients and try to figure out what they mean, what they're made of, and if they're good for you. And chances are they're not. Phthalates and triclosan, some of these I can't even pronounce, ammonia, chlorine, sodium hydroxide, they're endocrine disruptors, they're hormone disruptors. Some of them are cancer-causing agents, carcinogens, asthma inducers, and they're not things that you want in or on your body. And some people say, well, what's the harm if I spray Febreze in the air? Well, all of those particles and those chemicals are staying in the air and you're breathing it in and it's affecting your body. Same with whatever you wash your clothes with. It gets on your clothes and then you wear your clothes all day long, and whatever's on or in your clothes is going to absorb into your skin and it gets into your bloodstream, because your skin is your body's largest organ. So everything that you put on your skin gets into your bloodstream. So it's really important that when you're first starting to make that shift in your journey of finding better health, that you start to really look and understand what's in the products that you have been using, and making that shift to Young Living products, that if you just want a simple solution and you want to know and trust that something's good for you, Young Living has done that for you. And the reason that you can trust Young Living is because of their Seed to Seal promise. So this is the foundation that Young Living stands on. So all of our farms and our partner farms abide by very strict standards. And that's one of the amazing things about Young Living is they are the only oil company that owns their own farms. Every other oil company has a middleman. And a middleman is that businessman in the middle that's trying to make a penny, and he's going to try to cheat the system any way he can to get the most for his buck, which means diluting the oils, adding things to them to make them thinner, maybe combining like lavender and lavadin, which is a form of lavender, but not the full plant constituent or the benefits of it. They're two different plants, but they smell similar. A lot of the cheap lavenders that you can find are actually lavadin and not lavender. And so with Young Living, they only select the strongest seeds. Everything is planted by hand. I've been to the farm, and I've been to one other farm, not all of their farms, but their lavender farm in Mona, Utah. I've been there twice, and I have personally seen how they manage the farms and walked through the whole process, and it is amazing. And that's the cool thing is all of their farms have an open door policy. So you can stop by anytime you want and ask the employees there, show me how this works. What do you do? There are workers in the field that are farming and planting. They're weeding the fields by hand. There's no pesticides ever used on any of the plants. And when they pick new farm locations, that's part of the process is they make sure that no chemicals were ever used in that soil to make sure that it is the perfect location for a future farm. They make sure that they harvest at peak times because, you know, if you think about it, if you've ever planted a vegetable garden in your backyard, and let's say you're growing peppers, if you pick one too early, it's not going to taste right because it wasn't its time. It's going to be hard and thick and sour. It's not going to taste sweet like a bell pepper would normally taste. So same thing with oils, or the plants that make our oils, if you pick them too early and you distill them, you're still going to get an oil out of it, but it's not going to be the full benefit that it would be if you waited for the plant to be at its peak time. And that means harvesting it at a certain hour of a certain day of a certain time of year. Everything is a direct science and they study it all the time. Their headquarters has a huge lab set up in it where scientists work for Young Living to figure this all out for us to make sure that we have the best product on the market. They also distill on site, which is something that other companies don't do. Other companies, they have a farm that produces and they cut it there and then they throw it in a truck, they ship it elsewhere and then they distill it off site, and they're not concerned with the temperature or anything like that. Everything is a perfect science with Young Living. And it's a really amazing process to see in person. So if you ever get the chance to visit a farm, I highly recommend it. They also bottle on site, which is really cool too. And they also test every batch. So if it doesn't meet their standards because of weather conditions, or if they happen to pick an oil too early, then they don't throw it away. They put it back into the soil, or they use it for pesticides, depending on what type of oil it is. So everything gets reused. And I think that's just fantastic. So if you want to dive even deeper into the Seed to Seal promise, you can visit seedtoseal.com, and all of the information in depth is on that website. So how do you use essential oils? That can be a controversial topic, but Young Living is among the belief that you can use essential oils 3 ways. So the first way that you can use essential oils is aromatically, which just means by inhaling it. So taking off the bottle, just smelling it like that, or you can put it in some diffuser jewelry on your wrist. You can smell it that way. Or diffuser is a very common way to use it aromatically, which your premium starter kit does come with a diffuser. So that is one way to use it. And aromatically is the most common way to use oils for emotional support. Because it passes the blood-brain barrier, which gets to the emotional part of our brain. And so aromatically really benefits us in that way. Another way that you can use it is topically. So you can apply directly on your skin. If you're new to oils, you might want to start with diluting them with a carrier oil, so like coconut oil or a jojoba oil. It helps to make them quickly absorb and helps them to carry along a larger surface. There are some oils that are not as hot or as intense. So like Valor, for example, is one that's a very mild oil. Most people can use this one at what we call NEAT, N-E-A-T, which just means directly on the skin without diluting. And when I say dilute, that doesn't mean that it lessens the effect of the oil. It just simply means that if it's like as a hot oil, it'll make it not burn your skin. So hot oils are things like thieves, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, oregano. There's a bunch of different ones. So just make sure that when you're new to it, just test it out. Inside of your arm is a good place to test it. That's the most sensitive spot that we can test things on. So you can always give it a test there. And if you do find that you react to it, coconut oil or a carrier oil over the surface, don't use water. And the other thing about using them topically too that I do want to say for safety is if you do apply anything with a citrus oil on your skin, just make sure that you stay out of the sunlight for about 12 hours because they can cause photosensitivity. And that just means that it can actually make you more susceptible to burning. So just try to avoid citrus oils, especially in the summertime, or if you're going to put them on, maybe put them on at night or under your clothes where you're not going to be exposed to the sun. And then the last way to use oils is internally. So Young Living has a whole line of oils called our Vitality oils. They have a white label, and this is simply to make things easy for us to know what we can and can't take internally. And this was something that Young Living did back in 2014 when the FDA really started kind of cracking down on oil companies because oil companies were making all kinds of crazy claims. And so they said, hey, your oils, you're telling people to take them internally, but it's a cosmetic. So this is considered a cosmetic. And per the FDA rules, you cannot ingest a cosmetic. So they told us we either had to stop saying you could take them internally or we had to do something different. So Young Living is the only oil company that actually abides by this rule because it was not mandated. It was something that they recommended. And we chose to take the higher road and we did that. And so we have our Vitality line. And these ones can be taken as supplements. You can put them in capsules. You can add them to your water. So like lemon is a good one to add to your water in the morning. It really helps to kind of get your system going. Peppermint. I love to put peppermint in my brownies. Makes them taste delicious. You can cook with them. I have used lemon on my fish. I've put oregano in my spaghetti sauce. So there's a whole line of oils that you can test and play around with when it comes to cooking in the kitchen. So just, yeah, give it a try. And I will say this, that internally is a personal preference. For some people, when you start using oils, if you are prone to sickness, like for myself, I have an autoimmune disease and I was in really bad shape when I started using oils. And when I first started to use them internally, it made me feel worse. Those are detox symptoms. So I had to back off using oils internally for a while and just use them topically and aromatically. And then I had to ease into using them internally because I was so messed up that it just took a while for me to be able to do it. Some people have no problem at all, but just know that if you do start to like maybe add lemon to your water and you're like, oh man, I have a headache. Why do I have a headache? It could be that your body is basically trying to purge something bad out of it by taking that lemon internally. Speaking of lemon, let's dive into the oils that are in the kit. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Lemon Vitality. So this one is a Vitality oil, but I will say something that I should have said on the other slide is the Vitality labels and the colored labels. So like if you have, of course I don't have examples, I should have examples, but if you have a yellow labeled lemon and a white labeled lemon, they are the same oil. They're not different oils. They're not diluted. They're not altered in any way. They are the same lemon oil. They are just bottled differently. So while this one is a Vitality label, you can use it in all sorts of ways. Hopefully that makes sense. If that didn't make sense for somebody, let me know. Okay, so Lemon Vitality, this is great for detoxing. So this is one that helps to really get your lymphatic system moving and your metabolism as well. So this is a great one to take first thing in the morning, like a cup of warm water with a drop of lemon, some honey, and if you can tolerate it, apple cider vinegar. That is a surefire way to get your body going in the morning. It's very, very good to get everything going so your body is filtering everything that it's taking in all day long. It's also non-acidic. So if you're somebody that likes lemon in your water, but you don't like what it does to the enamel on your teeth, this is a great alternative because it's non-acidic. So you can put lemon oil in your water and not have to worry about that. And lemon is also exceptional for cleaning. So it's a natural brightener, and you can add it to your laundry. I like to add it to my dish soap because it's a natural degreaser. So if you have anything sticky, lemon will get it off. Not to mention Sharpie. We had Sharpie on my walls, our brand new, like when we first moved in the house, my husband was hanging my oil shelf back there, and someone got Sharpie on it. And I took a little bit of lemon and a paper towel and I just kind of rubbed it and it came right off. My paint did not. So lemon oil is great for cleaning. Any of the sticky labels, like if you were to peel off the oil label and it has a sticky residue, a little bit of lemon oil will get it right off. Gum out of hair, lemon oil. All right, next one is Peppermint Vitality. So Peppermint Vitality can be used for a whole lot of things. I like to add this in my brownies. Obviously, there are more ways to use peppermint but peppermint is by far one of the staples to digestive support. So upset stomach, or just maybe you ate too much, a drop of peppermint on your belly, rub it around. Or if you feel nauseous, you can smell it. This was one that got me through my pregnancy. My first trimester with my daughter, I really didn't want anything to do with my oils, but peppermint was a lifesaver. Everything else was too strong for me, but this one really helped me not lose my throw up all day long for the first trimester. This is also one that you can add to your tea. It's really good for your immune system because if your stomach's messed up, then your immune system's messed up. So digestive support is very, very important on your health journey because 75% of our immune system is housed in our gut. So it's very important that we have healthy guts. Healthy guts is important. So the recipe on this slide is for an immune boosting tea. So sometimes I prefer to do like a swirl of a toothpick with the peppermint because it is very strong. 1 drop of peppermint oil can make 240 cups of peppermint tea. It's very, very potent. So if you try this recipe and you're like, ooh, that is too much peppermint, you can do what I do and I take a toothpick and I dip it in the oil thing and then I swirl it in my tea and it's the perfect amount. It's a drop of lemon, a drop of seeds, some raw honey, stir it into some hot water at a drinkable temperature. This is really great to drink when you're feeling under the weather, or if you just kind of feel like something's coming on, or if you just want to drink it daily just to keep your immune system in tip-top shape, that's a good recipe to use. Lavender. So lavender is kind of the Swiss Army knife of oils. There's really not anything that lavender can't do. When people first get their kit and they ask the question like, well, what do I use for this? I always tell them if you can't think of anything else, use lavender. So it's very calming. It helps with scrapes and burns. It's very, very skin supporting. I have countless stories of burns that my husband has had that we've put lavender on. He works in a kitchen, so he gets burned often. And lavender is our go-to to help with that. And this is another one too that does come in a vitality line, so you can take this one internally. And I like to tell people, because if you are one that suffers with heartburn or GERD, peppermint is not one that you want to take because peppermint will actually aggravate your heartburn, but lavender will not, but it will help calm it down. So you can do a drop of lavender in like some tea or coffee or water even. It is floral, but I mean, you can, it doesn't taste bad. Make some lavender lemonade, or you can put it in a capsule if you don't want to taste it. And it can really help to kind of cool and calm that acid reflux. And also if you have an upset stomach, this is one that can help if you take it internally as well. All right, Digize. Digize is like the tummy hero. I personally never leave my house without Digize. DiGize is a blend of multiple oils, and think of it like if Pepto-Bismol was natural, DiGize would probably be its name. DiGize is digestive support in a bottle. I can't count the times that I've been out and about because my autoimmune disease makes my stomach very sensitive to food. And I will eat something and immediately realize that there's something in this that I shouldn't be eating. And I'll start to feel sick. And I'll take a drop of DiGize and it'll be gone. I have done this when I felt nauseous, taken a drop of DiGize, and within minutes, I'm fine. Any and every time my stomach has been upset, DiGize. And sometimes if like we had a big meal or if I'm feeling bloated, I'll rub DiGize on my stomach at night. I have a roller of it because not only is it a Vitality, it's also a regular label. So I just have it in a roller and roll it right on. And you want to make sure you roll in a clockwise motion on your stomach because that's the direction that your body actually digests food. So you want to make sure you do that. And then lie on your left side. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's so the blood can flow. Next up is frankincense. So frankincense is a very, very special oil. This one is grounding, and it is, and the reason that it's so grounding and so relaxing is because of the terpenes that are in it. Terpenes are known to help calm our brain. So any oils that kind of have a higher percentage of terpenes in them are going to be helpful in that respect. But this is also amazing for your skin. So I use frankincense on my face. After I wash my face, I put frankincense on it neat, which just means I don't use a carrier oil. However, you can use a carrier oil if you want. And it's also great for cuts, scrapes, bruises, that sort of thing. And also frankincense is amazing for supporting your body's response to inflammation. So for me, I have fibromyalgia, and so I use oils to support my body's response to that inflammation, and frankincense is one of my go-tos. And frankincense is one that does come in a Vitality oil, so this is one that you can take internally as well. And I will take it under my tongue to help when I'm feeling a flare-up, and I will also take it if I start to get head tension. A trick that people use is they put a drop on their thumb and they push their thumb to the roof of their mouth and kind of take some deep breaths when you start to feel head tension coming on, and it immediately takes it away. So frankincense is a really great go-to and one that you always want to make sure that you have in your arsenal. Next one is Panaway. Yeah, Morgan said that frankincense is what made her husband a believer. It's a really good oil. Panaway is another one that tends to make husbands a believer. Panaway basically is pain away, right? So it's kind of a play on words. And it's a blend of different oils, and it's really great for sore muscles. So if you have a physical job, or if maybe you did too much gardening, or maybe you slept funny and you woke up with a kink in your neck and your muscles all like kinked up, Panaway is a really great one to rub on there. It helps, just instantly melts that tension away. Jessica said Panaway was what had her sold. You can use this, I've used it neat. You can also use it diluted. You can make a roller, like a pain roller. I like to put this in my bath. So I do Epsom salt baths, something that my doctor recommends for my fibromyalgia. So I'll add a lot of oils to my Epsom salts, and Panaway is one of the ones that I'm always adding to it because it literally just melts that pain away. All right, next up is Raven. So Raven is kind of our respiratory support oil that comes in the kit. Angela, Panaway in the bath with lavender and Epsom salt. Yes, good combo, good combo. There are so many combos you can make with oils and Epsom salts that are just amazing, but that's a good one. Raven is great for respiratory support. So you can use this when you're feeling congested, or if you feel like you kind of got like a chest cold, or sinuses, even if you've got sinus congestion. It's really great for supporting that. And then you also can use it, it helps to open up the airways. So if you are someone that suffers from asthma, it can help support your airways by helping them open up, okay? It's also really great for energy. And so it's also one that you could use before you work out. So if you are a runner, or if you're somebody that works out and does something like that, then this is one that you could rub on your chest beforehand, and it helps to just open up your airways so you can breathe deeper, which is really important when you're doing cardio. Next in the kit is Valor, which that's this one that I had. This is a big bottle, but Valor. I huffed and used a lot of Valor today. All right. So Valor is confidence in a bottle. So if you have something that is pressing on you or causing anxiety, this is one that you would want to grab. It can help you find balance, and it can help you find your center and help you focus on what it is you need to accomplish that maybe you'd be scared to do. It is also one that is good for your skin. So the blue tansy in this is amazing for your skin. When I was pregnant, I had some weird chafing going on during the summertime, because pregnancy and summer just not a good combo. And I did not have blue tansy at the time, which is what somebody had recommended in a group, but I had Valor. And so I used Valor, and it cleared it up overnight. I kid you not. I put it on at night, I woke up the next morning, and it was gone. And I'm like, what is this magic in a bottle? So anytime anybody's like, I don't know what this is on my skin, I'm like, let's put some Valor on it. Valor is a good one to use. For me, it's relaxing, so I like to put it in my bath as well. And it smells amazing diffused too. So this is one that you can use both topically and aromatically. Oh yes, chiropractor in a bottle. So when you go to the chiropractor, one of the things that's important is that you're loose, so your body takes the adjustment. And that's one of the reasons why people use Valor before and after their chiropractor adjustment. Just a drop right here, or you can put it on your back, wherever, and it helps to loosen up your body, and so your body holds the adjustment. Morgan, you even have an experience where you did that at the chiropractor, and your chiropractor even said, right?
Yeah, so hold on, let me get my other earpiece in here and get serious. So you guys, I was jacked up and didn't even know it. And I was like a few months in, I was going like a couple times a week for a long time, guys. It was that bad. I fractured my back at some point in my childhood and didn't know it. So that was fun. Anyway, and I wasn't holding adjustments at all. Like I'd come in like a few days later or a week later, and I would still be like, it wouldn't hold. So I used Valor, and I went back the next time, and it was the first time my adjustment had hold all of the times that I'd been going. So I literally use it before and after. I let my kids use it before and after they go to the chiropractor. So we don't go without it now.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, Valor is definitely amazing. So, all right. Next one is Peace and Calming. This is a fantastic blend. To me now it smells great. I did not like this one in the beginning, which they always say if you don't like the smell of an oil, it's because your body is actually craving something that's in it. Your body needs something that's in it to help fix or help support whatever is going on in your system. So I grew to really love Peace and Calming. This is actually part of my 19-month-old, I can't believe she's 19 months, 19-month-old's bedtime routine. She gets it on her feet and her chest every night, as well as a calm blend that I made for her that she gets on her back. But she loves it, and it really helps to just kind of chill her out at night. This is another one that you could use in your bath. You could pop the roller on it. So in this picture, it has a Fitment roller. So you could just put the Fitment roller right on top, kind of like how this one has it on here. You can take the roller off and you can put that right on there. And then you can carry it in your purse, your car, whatever. And just anytime you're feeling like you need a little peace and calming in your life, just apply that sucker on. And there's really no wrong way to apply oils. For me, when I'm wanting immediate results, I tend to apply like the upper body. I'll do my arms, my neck, my chest, where I can immediately smell it. Sometimes I'll put drops in my hands and I'll rub it through my hair, because your hair has pores in them. And so it makes your hair basically a diffuser on your body. Or you can put a drop on the crown of your head and rub it into your scalp. You can also, yeah, like Morgan says, put a drop in your palms and just cup and breathe, take deep breaths. You can add some affirmations to that too. So if you're having a rough moment and you need to just really relax, you can just think of something positive in your head, put a couple drops in, and just take some deep breaths and really focus on that and come back to center. And it really helps to just slow everything down and calm you down. So if you have young ones, tantrums, peace and calming is a very good one for tantrums. Very good. It's a very good one to help them practice that skill set too, right? Because I was watching a video and it was somebody explaining like why kids have tantrums is because they have the same emotions that we do, but they have not learned or developed the skills of how to cope with them. So they throw tantrums. So it's our jobs to teach them how to rein that in and how to like do these steps to calm themselves down. So it's the opportunity to teach them. And I do that with my kids. Here's what you do. Breathe in, take some deep breaths, count to 10. So this is one that can not only help us with our tantrums, but can help them with their tantrums too. All right, Thieves Vitality. So fun fact about thieves, this was inspired by spice traders from the 16th century. They were known to apply a blend of spices similar to thieves before they would rob the bodies of the people who were sick and dying from the plague. So the story has it that this blend would protect their health and well-being as they surrounded themselves by the sick. And when they were captured, they were asked, how did you manage not to fall ill? And this was what they gave up. So thieves is a blend that we use to support our immune system. This is one that you can take internally, you can use topically, or you can diffuse, use aromatically. And this was one of the ones that was in that immune boosting tea. So it's really great, like if you ever start to feel like a tickle in your throat or you feel like you're kind of getting something, thieves tea is a great way to do that. You can also, if you have a sore throat, one of the things that I like to do is doing like a drop of thieves under my tongue. It actually helps to kind of numb the sore throat. Thieves is also a blend that's in all of our cleaning products because it's so amazing at supporting us that it's in things to really kind of help kill the junk, right? See, what else can we use these for? It smells amazing in the diffuser, and when you use it in the diffuser, it's helping to support your immune system as well. All right, Citrus Fresh. So this is one that's a vitality label, and so can be obviously used internally. It actually tastes amazing in water. It's got like pretty much every citrus fruit under the sun in it and spearmint. So it's just a little bit of a kick, but not super minty, just enough to kind of make it refreshing. And to me, this is like sunshine in a bottle. So the oils that are in it, obviously the citruses are just full of antioxidants, as well as cleansing properties, because citrus oils tend to be very cleansing. So this is one that maybe you don't like lemon in your water. You could always do a drop of Citrus Fresh in the morning. The mint will kind of help get your energy levels up, as well as the citrus oils kind of get your systems flowing. So you can do that. This is also one that smells amazing in the diffuser. I love to do this one in lavender. It's a great combo. If you want to feel happy and chill, lavender and Citrus Fresh is a great combo to use. All right, so the last oil in the kit that we're going to talk about is Stress Away. So I like to take the top off of Stress Away and put the roller top on, and take it with me everywhere I go and apply it whenever I'm starting to feel stressed. really not much to say about it other than obviously it does what it says. It is full of oils that are high in sesquiterpenes, which again, we talked about sesquiterpenes and terpenes in general, that they help to calm our mind. So this is really good if you have like the tendency to be hyper or overactive, or if you overreact in situations, this is a good oil to use. So if you're feeling that fight or flight kick in and you're like, ooh, I do not want to be stressed. Yes, Jessica, it helps support with anxiety. Yeah, definitely one that you want to use if you're working through anxiety. It's great for kids. It's great for, and it's not super feminine smelling. So it's even great for the guys. It's got some woodsy oils in it. Those are the ones that are high in sesquiterpenes, like cedarwood, for example. And then this also has lime, and this is the only blend that we have that has vanilla in it. So it kind of has a nice warm smell to it. And this is great in a diffuser. It's great on your skin. Probably wouldn't take it internally. It's not a vitality oil, but it's definitely one to use often. Help with those emotions. Emotions can be hard. Okay, so your kit not only comes with oils, but it comes with some other goodies too, okay? Because Young Living likes to give things to people. If you have not got that yet, you will. Young Living loves to give stuff away. So each starter kit comes with a sample of Ningxia Red. So Ningxia Red is our antioxidant supplement. It's a drink. The packets look like Bloody Mary mix. They're not, I swear. I stayed away from it for like a year because I thought it was tomato juice, and I hate tomato juice. So I was like, ooh, now I'm gonna put those in the box and I'm gonna stick the box away. But it does not taste like tomato juice. It actually tastes like pomegranate juice, but better. It's like blueberry, I think it has blueberry juice in it, orange juice. It has like yuzu essential oils in it, all sorts of citrus, packed full of antioxidants. And in order to get the same amount of antioxidants that's in 1 ounce of Ningxia Red, you'd have to eat 4 pounds of broccoli. No thanks. I will drink my Ningxia Red every day. Our whole family drinks Ningxia, my husband, my son. If I'm not careful, my son will go pour a glass of this size full of Ningxia. I'll be like, well, I have another whole bottle of Ningxia. And he's like, oh, I drink a glass. Water it down, my friends. You can water it down for your kids. My daughter takes it. She's 19 months old. She gets like an ounce of it a day. And it really helps to boost your immune system, your cellular function, your energy levels, normal blood sugar levels, helps to provide support for your eye health, which is super important, especially lately because we're all staring at a screen 24/7 because we're all stuck at home. So very, very, very important to give this a try and make sure that you're taking this daily. And the recommended dose is 1 to 2 ounces a day. So you can kind of pick and choose where you want. For me, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I'm only drinking an ounce, sometimes I'm drinking 6 ounces. It just depends on my energy levels and what my body needs. And one of the most popular ways to drink this is the red drink. So red drink is it consists of our supplement sulfurzymes, which has MSM in it. It's actually an acronym for a really, really long word that I'm not going to pronounce. But it is very important for our bodies. And then you do 2 ounces of Ningxia, you do a drop or 2 of lime, and then you fill it up, the rest of like a Ningxia bottle up with water. You shake it and you drink that every day. It's very good for you. So some other goodies that you get in the kit is a bottle of our travel size hand sanitizer, as well as a travel size bottle of our Thieves spray. So our hand sanitizer is the best. It not only kills 99.99% of germs and bacteria, but it is aloe vera based. So it actually is moisturizing, whereas other sanitizers on the market are alcohol based and they're drying. Yes, there is alcohol in this, but it does not leave your hands dried out. It's made with our Thieves blend as well as peppermint, so it's very refreshing, smells amazing. Every time I put it on out in public, because of course, you know, when I go out, like it's the whole norm right now to like sanitize after you touch everything. And I always get people asking me like, what did you just put on your hands? Because they're used to like that stringent alcohol smelling sanitizer. And I'm like, oh, it's my Thieves sanitizer. And, you know, of course they want to try it. And so if you're somebody that works with the public and you have to sanitize, like if you work at like a grocery store, for example, and you have to sanitize after every transaction, Thieves sanitizer will save your hands. It will not dry them out, will not crack them or make them bleed. So best sanitizer I've ever used. Not to mention it doesn't have any of the nasty crap that comes in most of the other sanitizers on the market, like triclosan, for example, which is an endocrine and hormone disruptor. This does not have that in it, does not have any nasty stuff in it. So you can rest assured that not only are you killing those germs, but you're doing it with good products. And then Thieves spray. This is basically a portable essential oil spray. So it's great for cleaning small surfaces. I keep this in the diaper bag and I'll spray down anything that I don't really want to touch without cleaning, like shopping carts or public restrooms. It's a good one to use, right? When you don't have the ability to like clean something. And you don't have to wipe it clean. It's literally just like, just a spray. Just spray it and go. I've even used this on my kids' hands, their bodies. So it's great for everything. No rinsing needed on this one. So getting your starter kit is how you would start your journey. So our starter kits start at $165, the oil kit does. And you get everything that we talked about for that price, which is an amazing deal. This whole kit actually retails for over $400. But Young Living really wanted people to get everything that they would need to get started without having to feel overwhelmed. And so they give you a little bit of everything for every possible wellness thing that you would want in your home for your like wellness kit at home. And so you get a diffuser and all of the oils that we talked about, as well as the Thieves spray and sanitizer. You get 2 of those cute little Fitment rollers, so you can make rollers out of your oil bottles. And then you get 2 Ningxia Red samples. And the best part about this is you get your membership in the kit. So that means that you become a wholesale member and you can get 24% off the retail price of anything that you buy from here on out. That membership is a lifetime membership. You just have to spend 50 PV a year, which is easy to do, to maintain that discount. So that's the coolest thing, is all of that is bundled up into this kit. Yes, and this membership comes with the best community ever. Yes, you can. He's like, let's bring, can I go outside? And I'm like, well, it's kind of dark, but okay. Whatever. The community is the best part. There's multiple oil groups that we have where you can post questions. You can search. If maybe you're not somebody that likes to post questions, you can just type in the search box. Like head tension or stress or skin or whatever. You can type whatever it is you're looking for and something will pop up. I can guarantee it. We do fun giveaways. We do fun posts. We do fun classes. People pop on and show their DIY tips, their hacks to making products last even longer. There's all kinds of goodies in those oil groups. And then you also get you also meet new people. Like most of my friends in my life now are people that I didn't know, 4 years ago because I didn't have oils 4 years ago. So it's I know, Morgan. Yes, friend. So it's this whole new community and of like-minded people who are trying to do the same thing that you are, making those baby steps and those changes to really bring health and wellness into your home, because it's a hard thing to do alone. It really is. And other companies don't have that kind of community that we have. And I love that about Young Living. And I can't talk about getting the kit without talking about Essential Rewards. So whether you don't have your kit yet or you're a member who's not on ER yet, you should be on ER. ER is our Essential Rewards program. So it's our monthly loyalty program. And so this is a subscription where every month you get whatever you choose. It's not like Fit Fab Fun where you get whatever they send you. And you're just like, oh, I hope I like it. You actually get what you choose. You get to customize your box each month. And if you don't know what to customize or you're not really sure where to start, talk to your friend who signed you up with Young Living and have them help you customize your monthly order. You have to spend at least a minimum of 50 PV, which is usually around $50 worth of products a month. And it's a great way to start replacement buying in your home. It's like your first month, you can order Thieves Cleaner and maybe the foaming hand soap. And then the next month you can order some shampoo and some face wash. And then the third month you can order laundry soap and the dish soap. I mean, there's all sorts of ways that you can kind of make it to what's affordable in your budget. Because again, remember, it's replacement buying. So what you're buying here, you're no longer buying at the store. And the reason that that's the reason it's the best value for you to do that is because you get rewarded for spending money on Essential Rewards. So over time, the percentage that you earn back in points, so I like to refer to it as store credit, because basically that's what it is. So your percentage goes up the longer you're on Essential Rewards, and 25% back is the most you can earn, and I absolutely love it. So we buy our supplements and our personal care products and our cleaning stuff through Young Living, and I get 25% of what I spend back in points that I can turn around and then use on free product. I absolutely love when I place orders that are free and I get a box of stuff and I'm like, I didn't spend any money for this. Free. And you also get loyalty gifts. So the first year you get a gift at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. And then thereafter you get one at 12 months, which is our special loyalty blend that you can only get on Essential Rewards. You can change the date. It's super customizable. It's super easy. It's not stressful at all. You can change your ship date. It's by far the best product, or the best thing that you should be on. And with Essential Rewards and oils, in order for them to be effective, you have to be using them consistently. And so if you're using them consistently, chances are you're going to buy them consistently. And if you're going to be buying consistently, you might as well be earning money back, so you might as well be on Essential Rewards. Another cool thing that you'll notice when you check out on purchases with Young Living is you will see a place where it says you can round up to the nearest dollar to donate towards the Young Living Foundation. This was something that drew me to Young Living as well. I love organizations that give back where they can. And the Young Living Foundation has different partnerships all throughout the world that we run. And you can choose which one you specifically want to donate to if there's one that really speaks to your heart, or you can choose just to the foundation in general. And I love that anything that's ever donated to the foundation, 100% of those funds go to the foundation. Young Living Corporation actually pays for the administrative cost of the foundation. So you can know that any of your donations that you actually contribute go directly to those that need it. And anytime that something has happened in the US, so it's not just worldwide that they help with, but when there's been hurricanes or earthquakes or fires or anything like that, Young Living, like even with masks, they've stepped in and they've started making masks in their warehouses and sending them out to healthcare within Utah. So that's all paid for by the foundation. They've delivered water when needed, like earthquakes and fires, the forest fires and stuff. So you'll see opportunities the Young Living will send out if you want to contribute to that directly, and then that'll go to where it's needed. And I love that it's a company that gives back. And the other thing that you can do with Young Living is you can share. Now, I don't mean that you're going to have to build a business and do all that kind of stuff, although you can, it's a lot of fun. But you can simply get your oils paid for. So maybe you got your kit and you're like, oh man, I really want to jump on Essential Rewards, but I just don't know if I have an extra $50 a month. I can tell you how to get it. You sign up a friend. So for every friend or family member that you sign up, okay, you're gonna get a $50 bonus. Young Living's gonna send you a thank you check simply by enrolling someone with a premium starter kit. So make it your goal to share with 1 or 2 people a month. Or maybe take a look at your friends list and say, you know, I really want them to do this too, or I think she'd benefit her kids, you know, she always says her kids don't sleep, like I think she could use this. Share with her, give her a sample, let her try it, and then help her get enrolled with her membership. And then make sure that you get her connected to those that can help her with education, because again, if you're not building a business, you want to make sure she's connected or he's connected. And this is a great way for you to get a little extra cash in your pocket and also share the amazing world of essential oils with people, because you will find that once you start using these products and you realize how amazing they are, you won't be able to shut up about them anyway. So you might as well make some money doing it too. And that's it, my friends. So if you want, you can go ahead and mute. And if you have any questions, we can go over that now. Anybody? No? Silence. I always hope that silence means that I did my job, but sometimes I worry that I didn't. All right. If nobody has any questions, then we'll go ahead and stop recording here.